Hi everyone, I wanted to welcome you to the History 1301 and 1302 courses online. I am still Dr. Jennifer Heth, and we are going to be continuing the spring 2020 semester totally online. Everything will be online. And so when you look at the Blackboard pages for your class, you're going to see two new content tabs. The first one is called Transition to Online, where I describe the changes that we needed to make to our class in order to make our face-to-face class an online class. This also includes a new online schedule that we will be using for the rest of the semester. So take a look at those. The second content tab that we have is called Online Materials. Here you will see that I've divided the rest of the semester by week, and each weekly folder contains everything that you need in order to complete the lessons for that week. There are some things that I'm still working on, but as soon as I get everything ready, I will make them available. I might just be a week ahead of you, so if you try to work too quickly in advance, then you won't have all of the materials that I intended. The journals are still in their same folder that they were in before, although many of the due dates, most of the due dates, have been changed. So check the schedule, check the journals, and find out when they're due. As always, the topic resource folder has a bunch of extra resources. Some of those things I will point out specifically for you to look at. Other things are just sort of more like for your information. The expectations for this course are exactly the same. This is still a college course, and we will be finishing out the semester together. And in order to keep everyone safe and social distancing and all of that, we are going to work online. Attendance, and that's in quotation marks, attendance is required. The way that I'll be taking attendance is if you are completing the required assignments every week, then you are present in the terms of an online class. I will still be having my office hours, but this is also in quotation marks because I will not be at my office on South Campus. Instead, I will be at my office here in my own home. Generally speaking, I will be at my computer every single day from about 7 a.m. until about 10 a.m. So if you email me during that time, I should be able to respond within a few minutes unless I'm working with someone else or if I have an online meeting. The other thing that we're going to be working with perhaps is an online video chat. Blackboard has a program called Collaborate that allows for us to have a virtual meeting. So I'm going to be testing that out a little bit later, after we get settled. Let's get started and then we'll see what we can expand on. The point total for this semester is the same, which basically means I believe we have about 720 points total for the course, although some of the assignments will look different than they did before. First of all, lecturing will be different, but really not that much different. First of all, the outlines are still the key to any material that I want you to know. So under the topic resource tabs and also in the new weekly tabs, you will find the outlines that I created before the semester even started. And then what I'd like you to do is, first of all, read the free online textbook. OpenStax will be our textbook, and in fact, it's been our textbook for this semester. But we're going to have to rely a little more heavily on the textbook because I'm not there in front of you. Second, the Crash Course U.S. History videos are sort of a fun, entertaining way to reintroduce material, to look at things from a different perspective. And then finally, I'm hoping to create narrated PowerPoints like this one that will help to summarize the information that I think is important for you to know. And my recommendation to you is that you take notes very much like you would if we were in the classroom. One of the biggest changes that we have to make is how we assess what you're learning. So first of all, the quizzes will be different from what you saw at the beginning of the semester. Instead of the 30-point quizzes, we will have smaller weekly quizzes to help keep us on track with the material. And the question styles will be different. For example, we'll have a little bit of true and false, maybe some multiple choice, maybe a couple of short answer. It'll probably vary from week to week, but the information that you'll be quizzed on is related to the OpenStax textbook, the Crash Course US History videos, and my lecture summaries. That also holds true for the exam. The exams will be very different because my written style of exams doesn't really work well online. The questions here again will be true, false, multiple choice, short answer. You'll answer about 50 questions for a total of 100 points. And that's really the same as what we were doing earlier in the classroom. And again, the material relates to the textbook, the videos, and the lecture summaries. If you have any questions or concerns, send me an email. I am keeping my email open most hours of the day. Typically, though, from about 7 o'clock in the morning to 10 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to be sitting in front of the computer doing things. So I'll be able to answer really quickly. But until about 4 p.m., then I'll probably end work for the day, although I'll probably check email throughout the day. So the important thing to remember here is email is going to be really the best way to contact me. The other thing is make sure that you're checking in with Blackboard frequently because that's where all of our course material will be. And so any announcements that I have, anything else will be posted through Blackboard. Okay? If you do not have access to a computer or reliable internet, there are a lot of things happening in the world today that hopefully will make that easier. On our campus and all of the TCC campuses, the libraries are planning to remain open. And I think their hours are going to be 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. It might be 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., but check with their schedule. They have lots of computers in the library that you'll be able to use whenever you need to during those times. This is all for now, but take care, be safe, and I'll see you online soon.